Hello, my friend. If you are watching this, it is because something extraordinary lives inside you. Not your job title or your history. It's a spark, a magnificent, uncompromising urge to know the truth of yourself. You're not a casual observer of life, you're a seeker, born with a divine curiosity that nothing in this world can satisfy. This seeking, this inner fire, is the most positive force in the universe. It tells you that life you are living, the reality you accept, is only a little fraction of what is possible. It is the whisper that says, "You're dreaming. Wake up. There is more." Today, we are going to honor that spark by looking directly at the greatest lie we have ever told ourselves and revealing this single word with an immensely impactful meaning that can liberate us from it. That word, that resonation, that's meaning is the liberation. Let's begin with a simple, potent thought experiment. When the dreamer wakes up from a night's sleep, what happens to that person in the dream? The you in the dream, your dream job, your dream argument, your dream wife, your dream sorrows, all of it disappears. The dream itself, with its positions and name, simply ceases to exist. So when we talk about awakening from the dream of this life, who is the one waking up? If the you, the personality, the ego, the history, is the dream character, then what is left when the dream ends? Who is the one that is now living? When the reality is revealed fully, when life rises from the dead and becomes fully alive, the truth is breathtaking. There is no one left to be awakened. If there is no you in the dream to begin with, how can someone wake up? The awakening is not waking of a person, it is the realization that the person never existed. If the person never existed, then what remains is the boundless reality of itself. There is no you and I in the truest sense. If there is no you, then where does this journey lead? The journey leads to yok. Let's understand this powerful word, yok. It literally means non-existent. But in this context, it signifies the absolute dissolution of the limited personal self. Its linguistic roots are deep. The word is derived from Proto-Turkic root yok, which had the core meaning of non-existent, absent, or no. Yok is the end of the I that suffers, strives, and seeks. It is the state where self has vanished, leaving only reality of the now. It is not a concept of philosophical emptiness or scientific void. It is the most powerful, active, and liberating state of being. Awakening from the dream means becoming non-existent. This is the ultimate freedom. It is the end of striving, the end of suffering. You might have been working with powerful phrases like, now, here, I don't mind whatever happens, or this is not my circus. Now we make the key smaller, sharper, more direct. We move forward one more step towards erasing the self. Instead of all of those phrases, your single key, the master lockpick for all the illusions, is to say yok, non-existent. This single word encompasses everything. Like, I don't exist, I don't mind whatever happens. Now, here, the unity of love. When you say yok, you are not denying life. You're denying the illusion of ownership of life. You're dropping the weight of me that tries to make decisions, that fears, that strives. How do we apply this profound key in the moments that matter? In the heat of a dream, use yok to dismantle the personality and return to reality. Before a meeting at work, when you feel anxiety clench your stomach, take a deep breath and say, yok. Neither you nor the people you will meet exists. All there is life. You're not a separate entity. But this means you see the fear, anxiety, you can end them simply by observing. Think about a bitter argument with a loved one. When someone attempts to hurt you with their words, take a deep breath and say, yok. There is no one to be hurt, and even the person in front of you is a dream character and an illusion. Underneath all of this, there is one life. When you are in the present, The other person has no choice but to retreat, as egos feed on other egos. If you don't exist, there is no one to feed off. Listen closely to this profound truth. Only when you're in a state of total surrender, only when you do not exist, is the non-existence experienced in life. It's only when you drop the steering wheel, the ego's belief in its own willpower, that is when life is awakened. The personality that thinks it has to make life happen is the same personality that feels trapped, angry, and anxious. When you live without a sense of controlling self, life is awakened and instantly transformed into a beautiful manifestation of that self. You're still working, eating, aging, the earth still revolves, but the suffering is gone. You're out of the river of misery. Why? Because the one who suffered, the me, is gone. Even while other people around you is still dreaming. If you take one step further, in the present moment, there is no existence or non-existence. The awakened one has forgotten that she has awakened. There's simply flow of life. When you live from this place of yoke, the world is transformed into a majestic theater. Glorious reality shines brightly because life awakens and knows the truth. What is this remembrance? It is remembering that the dream does not exist. Look around you now. When you dropped you, even the color of green is jade. Single grain of wheat is gold, and all pebble stones are diamonds. Life becomes a festive abundance. You are liberated, and yet you continue to live, enriching the understanding by constantly moving the needle of truth further. Why do we keep enriching this understanding? Why? Because life's glory knows no end. There is no time, there is no space, everything is an ongoing play, so just enjoy it. The doors are open, the light is filtering in, the padlocks of illusion are broken simply by saying the key, yoke, non-existent. Friends, this is time to wake up now. Let's live together in the boundless now without ourselves. Thank you for diving into the truth with me today. If this message resonated with the spark within you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel to join our growing community of seekers. Please remember to leave a comment below and share your personal experience with using yoke, non-existence. How does it change the feeling of you in your daily dream? Your insights are invaluable to others on this journey. Until next time, keep living in the boundless now. Much love.